Welcome to a tutorial on how to set up the new 3 booth items of the Crimson Succubus I made. In my opinion, they're a little bit harder to install, so that's why I thought making a video was really necessary in this case. I didn't write any script or something for this video, so you can expect some mistakes here and there, so please bear with me. I'm trying my best. So, the first thing you gotta do is, of course, install the VRC SDK. I assume you have that one installed already, and for that you have all those 3 different packages. Whatever package you got, you have to install the Luca shader first and the Poyumi shader, except the one with the Sky Scar and Dark Star impact. This one is not needed. And of course, if you have those 2, you only need to install it once. That's enough, of course. In this project, I imported everything already. So let me get right into it. So let's assume you have your model right here. The most important part is to get it to T-pose, because every prefab I made is like, let me say, exported while being like adjusted to a T-posing model. So I'm gonna show you how to do that real quick, because it's included in the VRC SDK. So click on your model, go on the right to the Animator, slap in T-pose, boom, that's the T-pose. Go into play mode. So yeah, it will automatically go to T-pose. Okay, I have the emulator on. Give me real quick. Turn that one off. Easy. Now we go into the play mode. So in your case, your model should look like this, and you want the model to be like that, like outside of the play mode. So you take this model and duplicate it, and then copy this duplicated model, stop play mode, and then paste it. Delete the original one. Boom, T-pose. Very easy. This one I had on before is just for testing. I will explain that later. So what you're gonna do is go to the Floppy's prefab folder, Crimson Succubus, and prefabs. There they are, those 3. I'm gonna start with the first one and slap in everything we need. So the animations one, outside of the model, and then under the model. All items come with the animations folder. You can just drag the other ones under them as well if you have them. So let me go and put in those 2 first. Reset target needs to also be under your avatar. You can put them everywhere. I like to have them under the amateur, just for my personal sorting. Reset target is in there, and chest contact. So the chest contact is being used to activate several animations. I'll explain that later. So this one gets, of course, put on the chest of your model, like that. There's a particle always playing. I'm clicking on it, so it's easier for me to adjust it. So just drag it around a little bit. You gotta keep in mind you have like contacts, and they have to touch this circle right there. That's how it works. So place it how you like. You can also just take the contact is on that. It's a little bit not the best. So if you want to adjust it, drag that one out. Okay, just unpack prefab completely. Drag this one out, and you can drag the contact around as you like. Then put it back in. That's how you do it. It's easier than it looks like. So in this case, I tried to be very fast with everything. If you have any problems, just replay that part, or just, I don't know, write in the comment section on if I can help, or ask on Discord for specific parts. That works too. So let me continue. So those 2 animations is in as well. Now we have to adjust the animations part. For different items, this one right here, let me say, that's the sword and the aura. In the end, it needs to be turned off, So make sure this one is turned off if you upload. But just for demonstration, I will probably put it on in between. But let me quickly go here. This is the sword. You can see it's too high. So for showing the sword, I put in another material for the time being. So this was one testing material I made before. I'm gonna delete that. You will have no other material in there. But right now, this material is like materialization, like it's being with diffusion, it will spawn in. But to show it better, we just gonna make a new material. Ooh, material there. ASD, boop, basic material. Sword, drag it in here, and okay, now it needs to be turned off. Yeah, see, that's what I said about activating it. So there's the sword. The best thing you gotta move is this one. You have to take the sword and adjust it to your avatar. So let me quickly drag it around and adjust it to the hand. Oh. Let's see. Too low. This one's good. So it's good like that in my opinion. Yeah. Just gonna imagine that if you close the hand, it should grab around this part. After your first testing, you can of course check how good it grabs the sword and drag this one around a little bit more. Whoop 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 whoop. I don't know. It needs to be put on your right wrist afterwards. Give me a second. Amateur, spine, chest, right shoulder, arm, elbow, wrist. That's where it needs to go. Okay, you can move it, unpack prefab completely, and then you move it. So, sword is positioned correctly now. In the end, it needs to be turned off. I think we gotta do that already. So now it's turned off. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna leave it on for now. So those 4 are the contacts to activate a different bunch of animations. I just put them in there, so if you move the sword where it needs to be, you move the contacts perfectly with them. It's easier in the end. So you have to take them out of the sword. So it looks like this. That's how they need to be. Let me quickly check. So for the slash, you can turn them on for checking. So that's how they look. So slash looks like this. For me, they even look a little bit off. So I will take those 4, drag them a little bit here. That's better. So the slash in the end, if you move the sword and slash, they will a little bit this circle will hit this one right here, and the slash will be triggered. That's how it works. Right hand contact. This one spawns the sword. You will spawn it if you touch this contact touches the chest contact. If you touch this one touches this one. That's how it works. And you have to do a fist while touching it. So let me go back to the other ones so gravity. Where is it? If you activate the gravity animation, you'll have a ball in front, and this sphere right here can touch the torso, head, hand, and feet of other players to trigger the gravity animation. And this one right here, is it? Oh wait, that's the sword itself. Never mind. So, okay, I missed this one. This one is the lifesteal animation. If this capsule right here hits the chest or head of another player, you will trigger the lifesteal animation. That's how those work. Make sure to turn them off. They absolutely need to be turned off. That's really important. Yeah, so those contacts are set up. Let me go to the animator. So now we gotta make sure everything is following your avatar correctly. So you have to set up a bunch of constraints, and I'm gonna do it right here. So Sword stuff, that's the sword and aura, both. It's just my first naming and I never changed it because my animations are set up to that specific name and I would have to rework a lot of animations, so I left them like that in. I hope you don't hate me for that. So I open up the constraints, arm, elbow, hand. See, none are in there right now because, well, they're prefab. So you have to drag in yours, arm. That's for the aura, the sword aura on your arm. So you have to drag in the right arm, whoop, and elbow. Dragging your elbow. You have the hand, dragging your wrist. I could name it wrist, but I'm used to naming it hand. So right now I already think everything is in place. You can check. So let me check how you can do that the best way. Those are the animations, the particle systems. I mean, you can click on them all and like open up the shape module. You can see how it looks like. The particles will be like, they will be created around this capsule right there. If you're not happy with how it's placed, for example, right now, I could drag them down a little bit. It's not needed, but you can do that if you want to. Let me see how those look like. See, again, a little bit higher up. And the hand, and this, and this, and this, and this. Shape. I think those are fine, I guess. They won't play correctly because they're keyframed to specific animation. Yeah, it's a lot, I know. So you could technically press on restart and then press on the play button. And then you see how they will spawn in. But depends on you if you want to look at it. So stop. So check. So everything's correct. Those constraints are in. That's correct. So close, close, close. No, the turn off. They also need to have the constraints placed correctly, so it looks okay. Maybe slap in the arm again. Right arm, whoop, elbow, and hand. This should be enough already. So we can give it a small test. Let me go into play mode. You can see the blood drops coming. Give me a second. Alright. Any changes you make in play mode won't be safe in this case, except recording keyframes. But I'm gonna put it a little bit less volume for just showing it off. So what I wanted to show is the blood drops. I don't have any object right there. Cube. Make it big. 001 10. You see, they will collide with the ground. Alright, let me turn it off. So what else you want to test is grab the arm. Oh, it's being locked by the T-pulse I forgot to remove. You have to do that as well, of course. My bad. So, right arm. See, follows correctly. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot to put the correct material for the sword in again. So, clicking the sword, you see the material that's being put in there. Whoop, and you put in the correct material again. So now it's invisible again. The animation for that looks like this. It will blend in with the particles that I made for them. But this is essentially how it works. It's a simple blending in. Okay, that's how it works. Keep in mind, this one needs to be disabled. It's really important because your animation will activate it along with specific one of those that are meant to be used while the sword is on. So turn it down again. Animation, sword stuff, we did that, and the turn off ones. Did I do them all? I did, okay. Next one, lifesteal animation. Constraint for the lifesteal. This one, I have to open it up again, because I close it all the time for some reason. It's right wrist in the lifesteal. So this one needs nothing, because it's always at 000. It's always on your model. So now the animation for turning it off. So if you pull out your sword, another bunch of blood stuff will come out of your enemy, other player. A little bit drastic, but so you click on the constraint of the lifesteal turn off and drag in the right wrist. And that's for the turn off. The slash, open it up, click on the constraint object, right wrist, done. Orb. The orb. Let me quickly think, why is the orb in this animation? Why is it in here? Do I need it? The animation is sword lifesteal gravity by Slashbombs. Normally it's not really needed, but we're just gonna skip the orb for now, because later on we will drag it in as well, and it's really needed for those. So contact gravity hit. Let's go with this one next. You know what, I'm gonna delete this one for now so it doesn't confuse us. Gravity hit. Container. Boop, boop, boop. This one is the stuff that's on the ground, you don't need to touch that. The sword stuff on the gravity is something you need to touch. Click on the constraint. It's of course done with the sword, so you need to slap in your right wrist again. Oop, that's it. Right now, those animations should all work. But for that, to test that, I put in the emulator of Lioma, or Lioma, I don't know how it's being spelled, please don't hate me. If it's on, it's active all the time. 1 second. I forgot to turn that off. Oop, now it's turned off. So if I click my model right now, I have a debugging system right here on the right, which makes me able to check my different values I set up. So I'm gonna put in T-pose calibrations, so it's in T-pose. I'm gonna put this one off so we can see a little bit better. Now let me quickly expand those. Oh, you can see them because I didn't put them in yet. Wait, turn it off. Go to this one again. Lifestyle, layers and parameters. I forgot to put them in the avatar. Click on your avatar, and then you have the avatar description of your model. So, table layers, customize, FX and gesture. Click them. Put in the FX in FX, and the hands one in gesture. That's it. And the parameter of the menu, you have to put them in the parameters tab. So I think that should be it already. Let me check. So again. Oh god. Oh, why did I turn it on? Turn this one off. Turn this one off. I know why. Because the emulator is grabbing it all the time. So no. So T-pose, 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 T-pose. Where is it? Where is it? There. So you will see that this one is not expanded. You have to expand it, and you have to expand every single one by them, one by one. So for testing, D-sword, that's the trigger you press on. Like if your hand touches this. Turn on the bottom again. Wait. Oh no, it's being turned on. Second maybe they should be probably aligned. Yeah, that's definitely aligned correctly. And works. And if you stop impaling someone, boom, that happens. And the other one, the gravity, they use the gesture right, and then if you slap someone, hit someone, it will activate. But it can emulate them. Should be this one. Yeah. It will spawn again if you still have the pickup point on. Yeah, I just used the hand open in between while scrolling through, so this what despawned, so you know this one works as well. So this should be it for those animations, are you in think? Yeah. So this everything works. So so let's get to the next one. Let's take this one. Bloodsword. The Bloodsword plus Ultimate Darkness Beam. So we have done this one already, but I'll do it again just for the purpose of showing it. This chest contact needs to be dragged under your chest. Right there. Oop. Let's imagine this is the one. And open it up. Click on the particle. See? Yeah, this one is placed correctly and fine. If you drag it in, it should be a little bit here, then you just grab the chest contact and drag it around a little bit to your liking. To better see where it is, just click on the particle and make sure to have gizmos enabled so you see the actual contact, because the circle is the one you touch. So this one is still done. Animations. Let me drag them above the model real quick. Let me do the other ones as well. Contact up, contact ultimate, darkness beam. I'm gonna drag them in here as well. So activate gizmos so you see them. They need to be on your left hand. I just drag them up here, drag them up here. Oop. Quickly check on the side. Left. That should be fine. Like this one, you will touch the chest area with, and you will spawn the energy in your left hand to do various other animations with. That's for the orb I deleted earlier, but we'll drag in again soon. And this one right here is also a contact you will touch the sword with to activate the beam. This one needs to be turned off because so it doesn't go off randomly. Make sure to take those two and drag them under your left wrist. That's really important. Whoop, perfect. So here we go next. So this is in, this is in, this is in, this is in. So open up this one. In this case, you don't drag the animations in, but you take the animations out of that and drag them under here. This one is already, let me quickly unpack the prefab. This one is already the other package, so we don't need it. Delete, delete. Now we need orb and the darkness beam. Minimize that one and drag them in here. Boom, that's it. So we gotta go to orb, open it up. Animator. Constraint. We have to drag in some constraints again. Orb is on the left hand. So open up the amateur. The left wrist. And the despawn. Once you are doing the fist on the left hand, you despawn it. Or if you do other animations, you will despawn it as well. So for the despawn, I think I put, on the orb despawn object, that's where I put the constraint. A little bit confusing, but well, everything I do is confusing. I'm even confusing myself. Drag in your left wrist on the parent constraint. So let's give it a super quick test if it works. Oh, debugger. See? If your left hand touches the chest area, it gets triggered correctly. So people's calibration. See? And if you do a left hand fist, it despawns. Easy. So turn it off. Okay, up. Spawn, up, despawn, set correctly. That one is done. Now on to the beam. Open it up, go to the constraint. The beam is on the right hand. So we drag in the right wrist. And the constraint. Oop, that's it. This should be everything already. Give it a quick test. What I like to do is to simulate a little bit how it's being spawned. First you spawn the mob, and then you slap it in the sword, and then it happens. Should also run right out of the box. Works perfectly. Turn it off. And I think that's even already it for this model. I mean for this prefab. The orb and the beam. Yeah, easy. Sword stuff was done in the other description already. Oh, that's maybe a little bit hard to explain for the video. But I think that people will understand it. So, let's go next. For these prefabs, and now this one. Let me close this one again, and let me check. So, chest contact, we've done that one already. Animations. Have to drag them out here again. Delete the leftover one. And now we got this one, reset target. We don't need it because we've done it already. I'm gonna do it again just for case of showing it. Wait, that's literally all. Oh, I think I forgot to put in the reset target on the gravity. The gravity has, if you expanded the container in it, and it has none. So this one right here needs to have the reset target put in. Yeah, that's really important to do. Quickly check. What's next? Okay, let's get back in here. So we drag the animations in here. Chest contact. Can show it again really quick. Chest contact, that's where you drag it. You drag it, drop it on your chest. See it right here. That's it should like spawn right. It should spawn like around here, and then you just drag it out, put it around here. Click on the particle, check how it looks like. Maybe adjust it a little bit. Oop. Yeah, that's it. So, 1 second. This one right here is really important. So, put it here. Drag it. Oh, you can drag it below there. So, it should like be placed correctly already. And I think it's a little bit too high in this case, because your arm needs to be higher and touch it. Let me quickly do 2 damage of 1. Then drag it down. I think that's how I had it. Put it lower. So let's just assume you try to hit it with the left arm. Right here. Yeah. So that's how you hit it. That's barely. Control Z. Click it again. And I think we're gonna take it and put it even lower. Yeah, that's good. So, if you spawn in the energy with your chest and have it in your hand, and then if you touch this one, this orb gets sent up in the sky. That's basically how it works. So, close this one again. Our dragged in animations. Let's expand this one. So, orb, we have that one already from the other one. So, unpack prefab completely to being able to interact with the stuff below. So, I'm gonna delete that one because we have it already in there. Those three, drag them in here. We can put them at the bottom. So, let's start with the orb shot. Expand it. Click on the constraint left hand. Finally good naming by me. I'm so proud of myself. Left wrist in there. And that's it for the orb shot. That's literally all. So, this one is a little bit more complicated because it was a little bit hard for me to work on this one. First you have to open up both, like click them both or one by one, doesn't matter. And drag in the reset target as well, that's really important. So it will always reset back to this position once you used it. Like you can activate it, walk around, and then if you deactivate it like here, it will snap back to you and always play perfectly. So that's important, you always do that. So let me expand this one. The sky projectile shot. If you expand it, you have the constraint one right here. And it needs to be the left wrist because it's done with the left wrist. Left wrist. Oop, that's it. Sky projectile shot is done. And now this one. Sky projectile. Expand the animator, up flying, or going up, aim line. I know aim line right here, if you scroll, this one has a rotation constraint, so you have to put in the left wrist here as well. And I think even another object has apparent rotation constraint. I think it was this one right here, yeah. Like the glow up sky lens flare has one. I think this one is not really needed anymore because I changed how it works, but I just leave it in to make sure I don't make any mistakes or something. So you can close this one right now. So orb shot, this is done, this is done, this is done. So I think right now everything should actually work. I have the two contacts. I have the contact for the orb, I have the contact for the sword. Do you slap in? Okay, that should work out of the box like this. So we can go for a little bit of testing right there. So right there, T-pose calibration. Like to activate the debugging, you have to click on your model in play mode. That's how it works, because the model, the emulator overwrites like your model at the moment, just for testing. So let's assume we spawn a sword. you're doing the fingerpoint in game and someone wants it activated, once you activate it, you can just leave the gesture, it will still play by itself. And you can even move around while using it. Like if you touch someone, you can just walk away, for example. So, next one, Lifesteal, Slash, Redundance. So, pop. Let's imagine you slap this one right in here. That's what happens. All these ones. This animation starts. I need to play all the way, so because otherwise it bugs out a little bit. There we go. So, oh my god. That worked. So, next one. Go up. Like you need to, I double click it because this one is just a little trigger you send that activates something else and it can be disabled instantly. So, once you spawn them up, you can, if this hand touches this right here, this one happens. Whoop, whoop. He spawns, flies up. This line is only for the user. Only you can see it. Other player won't see it. It should work correctly with the button. This one right here. See, the changes of your left hand with them. So you know it works. If I move your hand around, if you move your hand around right now, it will follow. But with the Emulator, you can set that. But you activated the left hand, the point. Will always fly where you aim it. So, control. And then, once the off is on, you have the option to shoot it. Gesture right, rock and roll is the correct one, left gesture left. So, you turn, I'm just going to do gesture left, rock and roll. That's how this one activates. For example, if the orc is not on, it will not spawn. Oh, that was right. But I can show you as well. So it won't turn on. Because to being able to be turned on, you have to have the orb on. Now it's on. Oh, I despawned it before. Oh, orb. And then now it works. So, and just for showing it, if you with left hand do a fist, you will despawn it. I think that should even be everything. Something I saw while testing was if you spawn a slot, I still have some material changes in there. Had open to stop it. Of course, I will fix that, and it won't happen to your model. It's just for showing it off, so you can just ignore that in this case. And I think that should even be everything. I can assume that I made mistakes somewhere and forgot something, and maybe you will have some problems. I hope not. But if there's anything confusing, just comment or join my Discord and ask a question in the help channels, or just add me on Discord and ask me. I will just help as best as I can. So yeah, I would say thanks for checking it out. Sorry that it's that long. It's just improvised, but well, I'm trying my best. Ooh, the play mode. And the emulator to like test stuff, I will put that one in the description. You could just import the package, right click, create empty, then on the right, add component. I know it's called emulator, so I just search for emu. Yeah, that's it. If the object is enabled, it will work. And if you're going to play mode, it will lock your avatar in this strange pose. If it's disabled, it won't do that. So if you want to test stuff, like the downside, if the emulator's on, you can't move your avatar at all. But if it's on, it will, if it's on, your avatar won't be able to move at all. And if it's off, you can move your avatar. So sometimes it's needed, sometimes not. So it depends on what you just need at the moment. And if you want to test some stuff, if it works correctly. Yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for watching, and yeah, if you need help, just ask. Bye.